We see it.
You see it. That is wonderful. Kostika, you can start record. Oh, Adriano, are you okay with the
Yes.
meeting being recorded?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Thank you. I forgot to ask you ahead of time. Kostika, you can start recording. We are starting our today's meeting, and we have our very special guest, Adriano Marian, who is a Moldovan. I'm very proud to say that. And he's a successful orchestra conductor. Well, you may say, okay, music and an orchestra conductor, orchestra, who listens to orchestra nowadays? Does anybody listen to orchestra music? Bookworms? Do you?
A
Give me a
little
sign.
bit.
A little bit. Okay. Any other voices there?
Sometimes I hear.
Yeah, so I see not much, so a little bit. This is exactly why I wanted to introduce to you an orchestra conductor. So maybe by the end of this meeting, you can change your mind, because orchestra music, classical music, and modern interpretation of classical music, this is what Adriano does for a living. He takes the classical music. He brought together a very special group of musicians, and they play classical music. They also interpret and reinterpret, and bring a modern approach to the classical music. Or if I'm wrong, he will correct me in a minute. As I was mentioning, he's an orchestra conductor. He created the orchestra by 22, very young orchestra conductor, I should say. And there was, this is probably not accurate because it was the Chisinau Youth Orchestra in the beginning, but now is the Moldovan National Youth Orchestra. And it is an orchestra that plays music not only in a concert hall, it plays music in the open air too. Open air, so it plays music outside. Adriano is also the youngest orchestra conductor in Moldova, and he founded the first youth orchestra in Moldova as well. He was the first one who brought together very talented young musicians. There were a lot of projects that I came across. I only put down 2 here. They take different names and different variations, but one of the greatest projects that he has been in and he has initiated is Lala Play Voices, where he went around Moldova, across Moldova, and gave voice to very talented children from different social backgrounds. 700 candidates signed up for that, and 100 finalists were selected for the choir, a final choir. They also played a lot of music in the open air in different regions of Moldova, and it was called Music Connecting People, I believe. But it's been much more than that. I've seen Adriano on many TV shows, and in different TV shows he spoke about different projects that he has done. So he has done more than I can tell you. And he has been to more than just across Moldova, more countries than that. All right. So now I'm going to stop sharing. I hope I have intrigued you enough to actually meet the conductor himself, Adriano. I pass the word to you.
Yeah, thank you for introduction and for beautiful words. Hello kids. I'm very happy to have this beautiful audience with you. Actually, I being very common to speak with kids because now in the inclusion project Voices, we have 250 kids from all over Moldova. So it's a pleasure for me to work with children. I can learn a lot of things from you. So I don't know. I think the simple thing or system of communicate today, I think it's questions.
Yes.
More simple questions or curiosity of you.
Yes, you are right. You're right. We brought you here. We brought together all these bunch of bookworms. It's the people who love children. These children love reading. They love reading about everything, and they also love reading about music, of course. They have prepared questions, lots of questions, and we will go in order, just as usual. We'll take turns, one country at a time, one child at a time. If you didn't forget about Beth Ferry, we did the same. So let's proceed. Get together, put your thinking hats on, and start thinking. What do you want to ask an orchestra conductor, a person who plays classical music, yet he's very young? Okay. So Turkey is Umut here.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Umut, you can ask your first question, please.
How did you decide to become a conductor of an orchestra?
Yeah, thank you, Umut. Yes, right.
Yes.
From Turkey. Okay. So first, I start my music. Let's say fairy tale. I start when I was 6 years old. I start to play on trumpet, and later one of our family friend who was a choir conductor said me that it will be very beautiful if you will do conducting but not trumpet, because you can feel a whole orchestra. You can play on a orchestra instrument, not just on one instrument, trumpet. So I was very blessed with good teachers. So I was very confident to go on this road to be a conductor. So I finished music collegium in Chisinau in 2007, and after I start to learn conducting, orchestra conducting in Romania for 6 years, 4 in Cluj-Napoca and 2 in Bucharest. And I just can say that the decision to be a conductor was a very good decision, and it was made from my soul. So I was very sure about that. I also advise you in your life to listen your instinct and I don't know your personality, what you want to be in your life. Because, for example, my mother. She doesn't want so much to go abroad, but I want very much, so I keep this line. So my advice to you is to, if you believe in something, just do it. Just do it, and don't be like okay, you understand me, like you need to be sure about your what your soul are saying to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is I saw you playing trumpet. I was wondering if you played an instrument, and I've seen through the questions some of the oh, wait a minute. My music is starting. I probably should have put some music for you to listen, just to see what the orchestra is about before our next question will come. I'm not sure any of you have listened to the orchestra that Adriano is conducting. So if you don't mind, let me put one. Oh, Okay. Okay, maybe one more question because I seem to have lost. I seem to have lost it. Alina, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah. Okay. Is it hard to be a conductor? Have you ever been nervous to perform?
Ashley, yeah, yes. Where are you from, Ashley?
Alina's from Moldova. It's just a nickname she's taken.
It's nickname. Okay, okay, Alina. It's nice to hear kids speaking in English better than you. It's very nice. Okay, about I think you asked me about when you're on stage and you are very nervous, yes, and stressed. Yeah, you know, when I was a trumpet player, I was very, very stressed. I was very afraid of audience, but something changed. Something changed, and I just love the stage. When I go to conduct, it's another world. I disconnect of every problems, and it's you know, I'm feeling like a fish in the ocean. So, but this is a long way. It's like you need to practice. You need to practice. You need to go very often on the stage. So it's a practice. But in general, for artists, it's very important to be very comfortable on stage. You need to be, let's say, in love. But you need to have very deep feelings and emotions. But it's important to be free. So to answer to your question, I feel very, very good there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I found the video. It's probably going to bring some memories to Adriano as well. It's 2020 on Romania Has Got Talent, where they had a brilliant, to my mind, performance. Impressed everyone and got everyone awed through the sounds and how okay, so you see my screen now. Perfect. Let's see the orchestra that Adriano is conducting and founded.
Liliana, we can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear?
Yeah, sorry, we can't hear.
Oh my goodness, is the best part about it. Is the best part. I probably didn't, hang on. I'll share a specific.
Share the link in the chat.
But Liliana, you can share the link and the people will listen later.
Okay. Okay.
Not a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I'll share the link and I'll put it in the so that we can have more children asking the questions to Adriano. Our next question is from Romania, Zidur. Andrei, ask your question.
Hi, my name is Andrei and I am a first grade student at Zidur Secondary School, Romania. Every man has a passion which he sometimes turns into a profession. I would be interested what profession would you have chosen if you had not been a conductor?
Hi, Andrei. Can you repeat the last part? Sorry. Can you repeat the question? Sorry. Elena, te-ai înțeles?
If you weren't a conductor, what would you have been?
Thank you. Okay. Okay. I don't. It's good questions because I'm not thinking about that very often. But I think I like very much wine industry. I think I would like to be like a sommelier. But this is like more a soul part.
Can I interrupt you for a minute? Sommelier is the person who tastes wine. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Also, I think I would like very much to be in a public service to help something in to help society. In general, I'm from music. I try to build a better society, like you all here. And of course, I would like to be in the service of people. Something I think, I don't know, NGO or in the government, something to change our life a little bit in better way. Thank you, Andrea.
That was a very good question. Our next question comes from Moldova again, and it's Theodor. Theodor, are you ready? Connect your microphone.
Yes, I'm ready. How do you feel when you conduct an orchestra? What
It's
what do you compare the
I
feeling
think
with?
yes, I understand. Theodor, I feel very lucky. No, you know, it's when so the conductor, you need to understand that conductor, it's like a bridge between orchestra and audience. So just imagine many times I was in a hall with 2,500 people, audience and musicians. So you need to connect all this energy, and it's a big energy there. It's a very big energy. I think after a big concert, I lose 3 kilos. So it's, but it's a blessed feeling. I'm very lucky, of course, of that. And I also hope, and I think it's very important that your job in the future, that you have a job that you like, you have a passion. It's very important in life to have a job that you are like, not just, I go to the job, I stay 6-8 hours and I go home. No, it's very important to have a job that you have a passion. It's very important. It's helping you very much also in the personal life. So this is my advice for you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can see. I mean, I've watched the videos. I've read about you, so many articles by now. I think that this is what drives you and makes you so successful. But I don't know. It's just what I see from my perspective. But we have another question that comes from Spain. Spain, are you ready for us, Ines?
Ines? Okay, 1 minute.
No problem. So as I was saying, it's a lot of passion in it, and it's a lot of work too, probably, is it?
Thank you. Thank you.
Again. Try again.
Yeah.
Also, to not forget, I have a concert this Sunday. And you can watch online.
Oh, really?
Online. Okay, that's great.
So
can you give after this? Maybe you can give us the name.
I already sent the link in the message.
Perfect. That's great.
So it's a concert. It's a concert. It's a concert held in Europe Days in Moldova. So you can hear 30 songs and 25 songs from each country. Also, we have here Spain, yes, Romania,
Yes.
Europe. So it's a surprise, but I really recommend to watch this concert. It was
Okay.
Of course. We'll do.
Adriano,
Don't worry.
Ines is ready, but wait a minute. Adriano just reminded me that I started everything upside down again. I did not introduce who is here today with us. We have, and who are we? I kept saying bookworms, bookworms. It's a project. It's a European project, Adriano, that we are involved in. It's an educational project where Spain, represented by Begonia and Esther as teachers.
Begoña, diga sola. Say hello. Begoña.
Yeah, there we go. Turkey, with her students represented by Fatma.
Hello.
Bartas.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. We have two schools from Romania, one from Zidur, represented by Costica.
Salut.
Hi. Salut.
And one by Adriana. Adriana, are you in? Adriana
Yes,
left.
I'm here. Hello, Adriano.
Salut.
Adriana, yeah, you share the same name. So, and we also have two schools from Moldova. One is represented by me, and one by Mariana.
Nice. I just wish you next time to hold the summer camp. No Zoom.
No Zoom. Okay. Yeah, of course it would have been great if we could meet in person, but we are very grateful that there is internet. At least we could make it possible.
Of course.
So Ines, I believe Ines is ready now.
Ines, yes.
What is the most spectacular auditorium
What is the most spectacular auditorium
in you
have conducted?
have conducted an
Orchestra.
orchestra?
What's the most spectacular auditorium you have conducted an orchestra ever?
Okay. Yeah, of course. Just for information, I'm not just conductor. I'm a manager of orchestra, and actually now conducting I think it's 5 or 10% of my job. So my job 90% is management. I coordinate. It's it's like every job. I'm managing all the things in organization, also in orchestra. So to answer to your question, so when I conduct myself, of course, the best hall I ever conducted was Romanian Athenaeum in Bucharest. I recommend to you all, when you'll be in Bucharest, you need to join this hall, Athenaeum. But also let's say the greatest performance of youth orchestra from Moldova, it was held in Berlin at the Young Euro Classic Festival in Concert House. I will send you the link from the concert so you can join after the meeting. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. We have lots of surprises today. We get to be at 2 concerts already. with to see and admire the Moldovan National Youth Orchestra. I hope you all will take some time to do that, because the music and the sound is absolutely stunning. Is it online or is it live? Of course, is the best. I had the chance and great honor to be in person at a concert too, and that was the first time I met the Moldovan National Youth Orchestra, and it was awesome. Anyways, we have one more question from Romania, and that is Karina. Oh, wait. It's not Karina, it's Brianna first. Brianna, sorry, Karina, you'll be in the next round. Is Brianna in? Adriana?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Karina, is Karina in? Karina, you can start.
How old were you when you started conducting?
Sorry, what? Sorry.
How old were you when you started conducting?
When I start. Okay, so first time I conduct, I even ever conduct like it was in 2007. Yeah, I think 18 years. I think I have.
Very young.
But first concert I have like it was at the university with orchestra from a university. It was I had 20 years old. Yes.
We're not asking how old are you now.
Now I'm 32.
Okay. Still very, very young, and very full of ideas. Every year a new project, sometimes more than one project a year.
Yeah.
Impressive, productive.
Thank you, Leon. I just want to ask kids sincerely, do you listen classical music sometimes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I should.
Yes.
Yes, I was.
Okay, I think we need the poll here.
We need a poll. I know how to do polls in Zoom.
I just have a recommendation for you. Like in general, it's very good to listen. We say composers of Vienna classicism. It's Mozart, Haydn. So I have a tip for you. Like when you are nervous from school, put some Mozart, and you'll see how you become very, very calm and relaxed and positive. And in general, I advise you to find in internet, and for parents, it's a great American conductor named Leonard Bernstein. So I send the link from YouTube, but you can search. So he is the first, I think, he's the first great musician who starts to make series of lessons with a big audience to try to explain classical music in a simple word, like in a simple phrase for everybody. So I send also the link, and it's very nice, really. You can understand classical music faster, and it's a nice thing. But in general, I advise you to listen the classical music. It's very good for health, really, for mind health.
Thank you. This is really interesting. I think I'll do that too. I'll save some of these links. It's useful for a teacher as well.
idea is that you just don't imagine how music can help you. Because I practice on myself when I a little bit sad or nervous, I put music and I start to be more. It's changed you.
I see. Okay. Now, if you, I'll put in chat a link. You can vote if you listen to classical music or not. Let's see, from 41 people here in the in this meeting, who actually listens to classical music. Adriano just gave me an idea. There is an easy poll. Click on the link and vote. How often do you listen to classical music? Do you listen to classical music at all? So it's the poll in the chat. You just open the chat and vote. Let me know if it opens. While everyone is doing that, we will go on with the questions, and we have Oiku.
What's your favorite song?
Oiku, do you want to ask your question? Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Sorry, I'm not a good teacher. I'm not. I'm not that. Can you repeat, please?
What's your favorite song?
Oh, it's the most complicated question in the world for me. Oh, it's many, really. It's many. But from famous artists that I hope you know, but I think you don't know because from my experience, I have an idea that my generation, what I listen, are listening in kids, but you are listening different things. So, but what I love very much, and I listen each month or year, and it's not changing. Of course, one of the artists that I love very much is Sting. It's Sting. But I listen very. I'm very chaotic in my playlist. I can I can have a playlist of I don't know, some good club music in the morning. In the afternoon, I can hear classical music. In the evening, I can put on my Spotify Turkish music. I love very much Turkish music, very much. So, and your language also. So my playlist is very various, very. Sometimes I like to be in Spain. Sometimes I like to be in Germany. This is the beauty of music. You can be in Moldova, but in the same time you can feel in Italy or in Germany or in USA. So this is a good thing. So my advice: listen a lot, listen various music. It will you'll understand a lot of things from music. For example, I not recommend, but it's a shame for me, but I don't read books. So I read very rare books. I was read just in the school, but I listen a lot of music, especially classical music, and it helped me very much to understand human being. This is I can say you. Sorry for long answering, but
it's great. It's great to listen to you, and what you're saying is makes sense. It's interesting to see how, and it's true. You can travel to different countries without leaving your country, just going and listening to different types of music. Indeed.
It's work. It's work. It's work.
It does. It does work. Julian, do you want to ask your question? Julian, Moldova?
Yes,
Connect your microphone.
Did you have children?
Do you have?
Once again, your question, Julian, we couldn't hear your question quite well.
Who or what inspired you to become an orchestra conductor?
Who advised? Yeah.
No, who inspired you?
Lena, poți să mă ajuți?
Cine te-a inspirat? Who inspired you?
Who inspired me? Sorry. It was two people important for me. First, it was my teacher from the College of Music, music teacher, who inspired me to go on this, to be a conductor, and also a family friend who also was a musician and a choir conductor who advised me to be a conductor, and I liked very much the idea. So every time in the life, somebody helping you in some points. And it's very important to have these people in some important points and to have a good advice. Also, I wish you that you all will have a good advice in the important moment of your life. And of course, after the school, it's very important what you are deciding, where you are studying, which faculty, because there are starting to develop your future connections, people, teachers, I don't know, also personal life. It's changing very much. So when you'll decide when you want to go in the faculty, you need to be very inspired and like to be very sure about that, because I think we all know also, like teachers from here and adult people like me, because sometimes parents are saying, oh, I want to be a lawyer, but you don't want to be a lawyer or I don't know, economist. And sometimes Moldova parents are decided not for kids but for themselves, not what the children want to be, but what it's, I don't know, popular to be. So it's important to you to decide what faculty and the job you want to achieve in your life.
Thank you for such a great advice. People around us, isn't there a proverb, tell me who's your friend and I'll tell you who you are? It's very important to choose people around you very carefully, and to because they will determine who you are. They will build you as a person. I have here on the screen, I'm sharing the easy polls that I have just launched. I see only 16 people voted, so don't be shy, vote. We can see that most of the people listen sometimes to classical music. There are 38% who listen a lot and 63% sometimes. There is no one in this meeting who never listens to classical music, so that is great news for us, I guess, music lovers.
It's an optimistic poll.
Looks quite optimistic. Let's go to the next question. It's a beautiful question.
Also, I that's not to forget. I want also to recommend you a movie, a very good movie, a French movie. It's named Les Choristers, like the choir, and I really recommend you to watch. It's nice. It's an interesting story of how music changed the future of kids. So I recommend. I'll also send you in the message.
Okay, great. If that can be sent in a message, it's so much information. I don't have enough brains to take it all in at this very moment. So it's good to save it for later and have it. Lots of good advice. Lots of very good links out there. I hope you're opening them and pausing them to watch for later. Also, don't forget to vote. We only had 14 people voting, maybe 16 right now.
I saw World War II right in the video.
In the video, World War II. Okay.
That big war that killed a lot of people.
Oh yes, it was a big war indeed. It was. Okay, but we're talking about optimistic things here. We're talking about music. How can music change our lives? How can music make us better? And how the potential of it relaxing us and helping us in hard times.
Okay.
Liliana,
Yes.
I want another poll. I want another poll.
You do?
Please,
okay, tell me what you want.
Please write whoever been in the classical music concert for live in orchestra auditorium.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I'll be very happy if the results of this meeting, you'll say to your parents, I want to go to the classical music concert for live.
I bet some of them have been to a classical music concert. I know, at least in my class, a couple of students take music classes, so they probably came in touch at some point with some classical music. Anyhow,
Yes.
Let's go to
Yes. Please.
No, go ahead.
No. But I just want to say that it's one when you are listening a good music on the internet, but it's another thing when you're going live to an orchestra concert. It's another world. So I really recommend you to go in one weekend when the I don't know how it's in your country, when the concert will be reopened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hope the sooner the better. But at least we can watch on TV. We've seen a lot of open air. I've seen excerpts from open air concerts of yours in different regions of Moldova, wasn't it?
Yeah, we organized 50 concerts outside of Chisinau in our open air area. Oh, I also can show you. We have a lot of things. I just
you can share the screen. You can share the screen and show us if you. I bet nobody has listened to anything, so we would be delighted to hear at least a little bit.
Yeah, I think the simple thing, the simplest like thing will be like to share your our like youth orchestra account in the YouTube, and we have some good like here is the you write in the YouTube, and also like it's our Facebook page like this.
This is the advantage of a youth orchestra. It has everything in its place. It has a social media account. It has a YouTube channel. So you can check them out on whichever you think is best for you. We do have a lot of questions left, and I see our time is ticking off. How about, I promised there is a great question coming. It's Darius from Zidul. Darius, are you there? Romania?
Hello. My name is Darka Darius, and I'm grade at Zidul Secondary School, Romania. For the pageantry, one works on this. It creates an atmosphere of spectacle. What is the role of the wand in the hand of the conductor?
So the wand that you conduct with? For a magician, it does wonders. What does it do for you?
Okay, Darius. I have a bad news. I don't conduct with
with a wand.
Yeah, because there are conductors who are conducting with and without. So I don't conduct with wand. But the role of this magic thing is to be, let's say, more expressive. Like the gesture to be more expressive, more and for orchestra to help more, you know. And for example, if sometimes when the music is fast, like it's very fast, you are conducting without, because your hands are very fast, you know. But when it's something slow, like it's andante or it's a slow part, it's very beautiful, you know. Like it's very, it's
visual.
The gestures are more. It can describe more feelings from conductor, let's say, for musicians. Yeah.
Like a dance.
It's not just for beauty, it's helping.
Okay, so I think Adriano doesn't need a wand, a magic wand. He's very expressive without it. If you will look at his at some of his performances, you will see that he's very wide in his expressions. So is it something more of a modern tendency nowadays not to have conducting stick?
No, it's just a personal taste, let's say, a decision. It's not about cool or not. I'm feeling more free without, so this is why I don't like it.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
It does not. Sure, it does not. Spain, are you there with us? Iago, you had a very good question for us. Esther, your sound is very funny. Oh, maybe we'll skip while they are getting the sound in line, and we've got Bera from Turkey.
Hello.
Bera.
Yago is coming. Oh, Yago is coming now. Yago, please.
Oh, Yago's coming. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Bera, sorry,
So,
Bera.
We have to leave in 15 minutes. So the 3 questions for Spain can be now.
Yes. You can ask all your questions. Yes. Go ahead.
So we ask our 3 questions. 1 minute.
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you.
Have you got a favorite family of instruments?
A favorite family of instruments. Have you got?
Favorite family of instruments. Wow. Oh, so I can shortly explain the family of instruments in the orchestra. So we have wind instruments. Wind. I don't know. Can I put my ecranul să pun?
Yeah. Share your screen. Present now.
Share, yes.
Oh, she's got the microphone and all. Look at her. Brilliant. Yes. Beautiful.
Proiectează? Nu știe Elena cum...
No, it doesn't show anything yet.
Nu. Pe ce apăs? Proiectează?
Proiectează, da.
Nu proiectează. Ok, bun.
Prezintă acum. Present now. Jos, așa, pe panoul de comandă, trebuie să fie turn on captions, present now.
Okay. Vol compartir-nos perquè ens vol contestar la pregunta. Ha estat tan interessant.
Se vede acum?
Încă nu.
Atenție, un moment.
Un momento.
You speak Catalan too, not only Spanish. So it's a mix.
Okay. It's sharing. It's sharing or not? It's sharing?
Not yet. Oh yes, now it is.
Sharing. Yes.
Okay, so look, kids. So I will put Google. So let's say image. So the family, let's say first family, it's like wind instruments, and the first instrument is flute. Okay. Flute, yes. Also, we have piccolo flute. It's smaller. Also, we have oboe. Yeah, oboe. Also, we have the big brother of oboe. It's French horn. no, English horn, sorry. Horn. Yeah, it's bigger. You see this? And let's say the last instrument from wind family, it's wood, let's say wind or wood family of instrument, it's bassoon. Bassoon. You hear me all, yes?
Yes.
Good. Okay, and we have also the brass family. So the brass family is French horn. French horn. Also we have trumpet. Trumpet, you know trumpet. Also we have trombone. Yeah. The big brother is tuba. Tuba, you know, big, like low sounds. Boom, boom. Okay, after we have percussion. Percussion is a big family. Percussion, it's a very big family. You see, it's bass drum, timpan. Timpan is the mother of percussion instruments. Tambourine, cymbals, xylophone, triangle. So it's a lot of things. Also, we have harp. Yes, harp is a string family. Harp, a very beautiful instrument and very beautiful sound. And of course, the string family, you know, the string, it's, of course, it's violin. The bigger brother is viola. It's a bigger. And it's come cello. Yes, cello. Cello. Oi, it's not good. Cello, yes, cello. And the biggest of big, it's double bass. Double bass. Big one. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
It's simple. Yeah. Okay.
Spain, go ahead, Spain. Ask all of your
Okay, thank you.
questions.
1 second, I go to the other class. 1 minute.
No problem. So wind instruments, percussion. Interesting.
String instrument and brass family.
String instruments too. The guitar is
Yes.
probably a string
And
instrument.
just remember, an orchestra, it starts from 40 people, and medium orchestra size is 16, 17. 67, a lot of people.
Lots of people to conduct. Yeah, lots
Yeah.
of people to manage. Spain, are you ready? Oh, your sound is chipmunky again. You sound like chipmunks. Very funny. Okay. Can you fix your sound? Oh no, we can't really.
Poate să scrie întrebare, știi?
I have the question, but they would really love to ask it, I bet. I do have the question. Spain, do you want me to ask it? Yeah? Shall I ask it? Give me a nod. Give me a high. No, it's chipmunky, still chipmunky.
Maybe just write in the comment.
Everything is already.
How do you manage? Maybe I can translate the chipmunks language. Ooh, okay. While you're fixing that, let us not wait for too long while you're fixing the sound. You want to try again?
The question is in the chat.
Okay. How about Catalea? Do you want to ask your question? while Spain is speaking the sound.
What is the most
Catalina, Moldova.
memorable? What is the most memorable concert where you participated with the orchestra?
For sure, it was many, but of course in the Bucharest in 2013 and in Berlin 2017. So, but it was many good and also we have pop symphony concerts, also great energy, but many concerts, many interesting concerts. Thank you.
I see Spain coming in a different room. They have 2 classrooms. So they are going to ask their questions from the other classroom. Yes.
Sarmani.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's come into this classroom now. We can ask now.
Yes.
Again.
Go ahead.
Have you ever blanked on the middle of a concert?
Have you ever blanked out, your mind go blank in the middle of a concert? What did you do? If your mind goes blank in the middle of a concert, what did you do? What do you do?
Dacă mi-e rău?
Nu, dacă ai uitat cumva ce urmează sau ce trebuie să faci.
You know, it's an expression. Show must go on.
Okay.
No, I have a moment. I have a moment when it was a very complicated work, and it was choir and orchestra, and choir stopped. They just, you know, it was many voices, many complicated music, and they stop. You know, they just no, they not stop, but they start to play, you know, bad, like
Yeah, they didn't go in.
They played bad, horrible, you know. And it was like a concert, and I was, you know, I take the decision. I stop them. And I say, we start now from number 17, because in the you know, in the song you have numbers. So now we started with 17, and I stop and we start normal, and we finish okay. So, but when I forget something or something, you know, show must go on. I try to
play by ear.
But music never stopped. Never.
Diana, sorry, I'm interrupting, but at 5 o'clock I have another lesson. Maybe some of my students have another lesson, but some of them can go on. So I would like to thank you, Adriano. It was such a great meeting for us. And I think this is not enough for us. Maybe one more meeting again. I enjoyed so much, and also thank you in the name of all my students from Turkey. So I'm so sorry to leave, but I have to. I'm sorry.
No problem. With pleasure. And if kids will try to listen music and you know, will watch the movie that I sent, I think it's natural to have another meeting, but with another questions.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, to progress, you know. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Our last question from Spain. The last.
Go ahead, Spain.
Go ahead. How do you manage to have yes, it's okay, all the notes in your mind? How do you manage to have all the instruments, all the notes in your mind? In your head?
Yeah. Ok, cum e pe de rost, le-am uitat în engleză.
By heart. Yeah, by heart.
Sorry.
Okay, but look, usually we were conducting with a score in the front, so it's not by heart. But in the Academy of Music, when I studied conducting, it was mandatory to know the scores by heart. So you just go at the piano and you are learning all the partiture, like 40 minutes of music in your head. You repeat, and you know them. So it's simple. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's important to know very good the music to conduct. If you are not practice enough your score, your music, it's bad. It's bad. Like the results will not be good. So you in the position of conductor, you need to really have a respect and to know very good the work and the score. The score is the music score. Understand it's the notes of conductor and musicians.
I see. Oh, we have lots of questions. Spain, that was your last question, right?
Thank you very much. We are ready. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have heard the answer to some of the questions that follow, so we are not going to repeat them. Ionel, I hope you were attentive when Adriano said what kind of music he listens to, because he said Sting, he likes to listen to Sting. Do you remember that? Okay, so we're not going to ask that question again. We do have another question from Romania, Tecuci, Melissa.
Yeah. Hello. My name is Mark. Who was your favorite teacher?
Teacher, yeah, but you don't know them, okay? But I will. First of all, a good teacher was my mother, because my mother is also a choir. It's a conductor of choir, so it was a very good teacher of mine. Also, if I can't put on the gadget,
fingers.
Eu trebuie să mă duc undeva pe sfătar să practic, știi, când nu vorbești. So if I can put on my fingers, I think I have 6 or 7 maximum my favorite teachers. I think you also will have no more than 10 in your life. This is normal. But I really think that especially in the faculty, it's very important to have a good teachers. It's very important. So when you will decide to go to the faculty, don't choose just because it's in, I don't know, it's in Barcelona or it's like a big city. It's very important to choose the faculty if you have a good teacher of your main lesson. Because in Romania I have a great conductor teacher, and he really teach me a lot of good things. And without these teachers, you can't progress if you don't have a good teachers. It's very important for your life, like to have a good teachers, really.
Yeah, the teachers are the ones who define you, looks like.
Really.
Okay. So as I said, we have a couple of questions that repeat. I think Bera was waiting to ask a question, but Adriano has answered that question already. If it was difficult or not, it was in the beginning to conduct an orchestra. We've heard that answer. There is a question. Paula, are you in? Paula? Paula's probably not in. Okay. Oiku? Did Oiku leave? Probably. Okay. So yeah. Oh, you here? Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you plan to come to Turkey and give a concert?
Yeah, I would like to. Of course. For musician, for artist, like it's every time it's a big pleasure to go in another countries or in another place, because you can get in touch with another culture, people, and when music it's organized, like it's organized by diverse people from different culture. It's very interesting. So of course I would like to come in Turkey, not just I was in Turkey, but I just saw Istanbul, but I would like to, of course, to practice there. Yeah, of course.
Okay, we want to thank you, Adriano, for being with us today. It's okay. 1 hour and 7 minutes flew by in a wink of an eye. It's been a pleasure to meet you and get to hear all our questions answered. It was a beautiful afternoon. I'm so sad that we couldn't listen to any of your music. Because it's truly, well, not your orchestra play, because it's truly inspiring. It's the music that takes you out of here, as you said, and it takes you to different worlds. Everyone now, let's say goodbye and thank you to Adriano and call it
Bye.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure, and I just in love to communicate with children. Like I say, I have a family in Moldova of 250 children in the choir, so I'm in love with it. I just wish you to believe in your dreams. This is very important for your age, and good marks at the school, huh? Okay, yep. Bye, and thank you, Liliana, and all for meeting. It was
pleasure is all ours. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. It was an honor to have you with
Mulțumim, Adrian, tot respectul, te salut.
Cu drag.
Mulțumim mult.
Drag, mulțumim. La revedere, ciao.
Seara plăcută.
Pa.
Bye, thank you. Bye.
Costica, did you manage to record? Ți-a reușit să registrezi?
Închid acum, pa.
Aha, super.